onto ground there. Number 2, Idris Hill, couldn't handle it. And so let's just keep an eye on him, that number 9 there, which is Riccardo Faccio. Looks like, is there a couple of similar names in this team?
Yeah.
Yep, Julianne. Yep. And Alessandro Colombo. Yep, so that's what I found a lot in these smaller nations, is there's a lot of family members, Jane.
Yeah, I think I would assume they're brother and sister in this team as well. But that number 9, so Riccardo, he's relatively new to touch. I think he's only been playing for a year or so. Comes from 15s in Italy, but has got a lot of speed and a great step. So hopefully he can set something up for his teammates on the pitch.
So Jane, you've been obviously part of Belgium Touch for many years now, and what's it take to develop a small country where touch is not the main sport? Obviously over here in Europe, football is the main sport, basketball is very popular, handball. So a sport like this, I mean, the effort that it takes to get it up off the ground and then remain competitive must take a lot of work.
It takes quite a lot of grit and determination, I'm not going to lie. But what we found, hang on, do we have a score officially? That was a great touch then by the Irish defender. No, building a sport up like touch rugby in a relatively small country like Belgium, which doesn't have such a strong rugby base either, takes, I think, experience at tournaments like this. This is where the Euros really come into their own. If you can get a team together that's prepared to go and play the matches from an experience point of view, learn a huge amount, they can take those learnings back to their clubs and back to their coaches. That for us has really made the difference over the past 10 years.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see the development. We can see that FIT putting on junior tournaments every year now since 2023. We're really seeing the youth start to come through and then start to filter through in these Opens programs. So England are currently going through a rejuvenation of their men's Opens program, pushed a lot of their experienced players to the 30s division, and all that's going to do is strengthen those divisions too. So we see a lovely try again, Isaac Young. He's got a double. They're just a little bit more structured, the Irish team at the moment. The Italians, whilst being a little bit speedy, they just don't have that last 20% that you need to sort of crack the Irish defence, whereas the Irish are finding their way through a little bit easier, and as a result it's 3-0.
Yeah, and speaking from experience, defending on a midfield scoop is quite difficult to do, so kudos to the Italians. I think they're certainly trying to keep their energy levels up in this heat.
Yeah, so I watched Italy play 3 years ago. This is a completely new team. Once again, it looks very youthful. I guess when you're mid-40s, a lot of people, you look more youthful than yourself. So the long ball out wide here. So they like the long bomb, but the long bomb is usually a lot more effective when you've beaten the guys on the inside. So hopefully their coaches are getting some video on this and understanding that the long bomb works, but you've got to create an overlap. And at the moment when they're throwing it, there's not really the overlap out there. So just something for them to maybe work on as they get through the half, as they run a rooster play now, which is a very popular play amongst European countries. I think it's because it's such an easy play, it's the one they learn initially, that and the sweeper play. So we've seen a lot of European countries utilise that rooster movement.
Exactly, but it's all in the execution as well. And a lot of the moves you're going to see today in this match, well executed, will normally work every time. But it's about finding those gaps, taking the touch in the right place. So players can learn the structure of the moves, but they also need to then learn the finer points of the sport about where you take the touch and then which direction you go in afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely right. An important part of coaching is teaching these players the reason why you're doing the moves, sort of thing. So running a rooster there, a short side played, and that's a beautiful short side. That's the rooster short side where you don't give it to the wrapper. And you try and beat that middle defender that's come up to make that touch. And on this occasion, a great touch by that middle defender, getting back online. And that's a great strike touch by the number 6 there for Ireland. He read that. And, yeah, Mr. Cassidy there. You know, striking from the link. It does risk the fact that if they see you doing that, you can pass the ball away and get it to the link. But in this case, he struck well. Last touch. So we just need that dummy half there. And as a result, because there was no half there, there's no gap. So that's just that little bit of execution that we were talking about there before. Ireland defend it quite easy. Now we'll ruck it out through.
Yeah, absolutely. You see the Italian team trying to play through the middle quite a bit. There were some gaps in front of the link players at that point, but I think next time they maybe try and play in the middle for a bit and then get out to the link to find those spaces.
So good rolling here. This could be Xanthia Lord rolling through. The big fellow, which is Gent. Broughton's going to go to half here. Picks up. That's a nice dump. Nice short side. Gone the short side. Number 13 catches. That's a lovely catch. And it was Pertil there for Ireland, but well defended by the winger from the Italy. Number 12 there, Pagesi. Lovely defence there by Miss Pagesi.
Yeah, Dania, I think her usual spot is playing on the wing, so she's probably one of the players on this Italian mixed open team that has the most experience alongside Giulia Colombo and her brother. But she's showing that experience now. She's in the gap. Oh, it's just a shame that we didn't quite have the pass there, but good gap, good run.
So, Jane, you may not know that we have a few little things in Australia Rugby League where we talk about momentum trackers and win predictors and everything like that. So we try and bring that into our touch commentary here as well. So if we were doing this right now, we would actually look at our momentum tracker, which we would have on a TV screen here, which we don't have. But you'd have to say pretty much Ireland have dominated the momentum for the game for the first 10. So Italy really have to change that momentum. Whereas, in saying that, straight through. Who's that? Number 5, Mr. McGearalt again. He's got a double. So double for the Irish players. 11 minutes gone here. 4? Yeah. 4 touchdowns to 0 here. With 11.5 gone. 8.5 to the break. So Italy really need to find one if they want to stay in this contest.
Yeah, they got the chance now, driving up the middle. Using one of the girl players in the middle. Now she's passed to the link, number 18, I think that says on her shirt. So let's see what they can do now. Irish sending one defender up, that's it, now they switched off the defence. There's a gap there in front of the link player, but that Irish defender just makes a touch on the Italian mid.
Would have liked to have seen him step back there and maybe do a bit of second phase. He had the Irish player going one way. And that's just that next play touch that they'll learn in time, as you continue to watch the videos of the Australians and the New Zealanders of the world, understanding that, you might not beat them on that first setup, but you want to beat them on the second setup. And that's the little differences that we talk about in the sport of touch. But in saying that, once again, some good defence there by the Italians. Ireland coughing the ball up again. So Ireland, a little bit of inconsistency in their rucking. When they get it right, they're pretty much hard to stop, but more often than not at the moment, they're just making a mistake. As we see the Italians run wide, and they're going to score here, are they? Yes, too much pace. And in the corner, it could be number 8.
Looks like, I can't see the number on his back just now. Looks like it might be Ricardo Maida who just put that ball down, or Leon Preti, number 8. He's running towards us. We'll give you his name in a sec. But that means the Italians are off the scoreboard.
Lovely bright orange boots, though. That's one thing. So, yeah, lovely set of heels there. And he's going to do the right thing by us and turn around. Number 6.
Ricardo Maida.
There you go. Face to the name from Jane there. And we've seen 4 touchdowns to 1 as we see Isaac Young. They run a splitter play there. A sweeper up. O'Neill. Young now. Young and O'Neill working together. That's McGearalt. McGearalt again. He got numbers on it, but he's gone switchback in. Yep, straight through the middle there. So the Italians just didn't come across there. No, they were a bit late there, number 12. Perfectly in agreement with the refereeing decision there. And that's try number 3 for Macca.
For the Irish side, absolutely try no.
Yeah. It's a try for the individual player. Yeah, Macca with number 3 there.
Right, so Italy are really going to now have to pull it out. Some energy in the second part of this first half here. When they get on their line, they are looking a bit dangerous. They just need to make sure they know where their gaps are.
Yep, 5 touchdowns to 1 now. As we see Idris working with the number 1. Delamy and Idris working together. Oh, Hill, sorry. Idris Hill, his name is. Delamy. There's a player out the back, passive out the back. That's a very difficult move to run, Jane, the passive out the back off a rooster.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to make sure you're hitting exactly the right gap at pace and then targeting that defender on the outside.
Yep, and the ball has to be basically put pinpoint, so it's a very difficult move. Good on the Italians for trying it. The only way you can execute and get better at it is to keep practicing, even if it doesn't work right now in these playoff games. That's what you need for. As Hill just runs through the ruck there for the Italians. That's just a little bit of side of tiredness sometimes when you start to get caught behind the ruck, and giving away an easy 10 metres there for the Irish, which will allow Broughton to place the ball for his winger to take the tap.
Yeah, you're starting to see mistakes creeping in on both sides. I think the Italians have struggled to get, the Irish have struggled to get to their sub box a couple of times, and these are the moments in the game at which just clean play really counts and can help you get up to that line.
So we've got Gent and Broughton working together here, and the number 10 is also Forrest. So once again, this sort of pod working together. Gent, Broughton, Steps out on the outside. No, that's a good touch by the link. Oh, no. He said no. Must have called him offside because I thought he was there pretty quick. But Broughton becomes the third scorer for Ireland in this game. The 6 overall. Yeah, I understand Idris. He's a little bit frustrated, I can see there, Idris Hill. I thought he did enough to get onside as well. So maybe he's going the long way around the back of the sideline just to cool off. But 6 touchdowns to 1.
Yeah, exactly. As we near the end of this first half now, Italy's still looking like they're driving the ball up with a lot of pace. That gives the ball to number 9, Ricardo. He's going to be looking for a gap. Touch just made there by the Irish. That was some nice speed from the Italian attack.
Absolutely. The 13 and the 18 there for the Italians working together. Thorelli and Borghesi. Yeah, Danya and Anita. Oh, as we saw there, an inside ball go to ground by our number 9 friend, Piciro, I guess. I don't know. As an Australian, I really struggle with the European names. And I'm dating a Polish lady, so you can only imagine what it's like there. So anyway, Italian got the ball back though, as we saw. Ireland dropped the ball. Italy dropped the ball. And now let's see if Ireland can use the whole set.
Absolutely. I think Ricardo might be a little bit disappointed with that one. He's doing really well getting up to the line. And now the Italians have to defend hard against the Irish as they transition to the sub box. With a lot of speed, you have to say. I think the Irish sub move is definitely looking well practiced here.
Yeah, we've got the number 6 there. I think that's Cassidy. Well, but the referee said, nah, you didn't roll that between your legs, so... Oh, it looks hot out there, Jane. Yeah. This field 8 here, is a bit of a furnace-like. It's got buildings either side, it's got a bit of a hill, and it's got a big grandstand. So, in terms of breeze, I think it's one of the worst here at the venue. And certainly at this time of day, which is the hottest time of the day in Vichy, it's the players are doing a great effort to stay out there and keep the high intensity that they are. So the Italians work together. Runs a short side play. That's brilliant play. Has he found someone? He has. That's a great try around the back there. The number 4 for Italy, Petruno. Yes, Harrison Petruno. So that's a wonderful try there.
Yeah, definitely. I think Harrison may have non-Italian heritage there. But he did really well to stay in his gap and just go around the female link. Did it come in also to try and get the ball, but the Irish defender was on her, so he spotted that and ball was down. Yeah,
so they ran what we used to call a blocker, where one player comes in through the line and then one goes around the back on the open side there. So you're basically swapping positions. 2 to half time. Getting Broughton runs a rooster, OZ line. No, and that once again is another very difficult play to run, the what we call in Australia the OZ, where you're dumbing to the inside guy and throwing out to a guy running out at the link position. So it's once again a very difficult pass because you've got to turn your hips, and if you don't execute, it goes to ground. As once again we see the Italians pushing hard here at 6-2. But the number 8 here, he's found a bit of life. He's found a bit of spirit in them. Went through from half that last time and creating some opportunities there. And what's the referee found here? Found a late pass. So unlucky for the Italians.
Absolutely. They were doing really well to get the ball up to the Irish defensive line there, driven by number 18, Anita Tiella. So they certainly had an opportunity, but that's a really quick turnover. The Irish have lost the ball. It goes back to the Italians. It's going to be a race of legs now if they can make it.
Yeah, sorry, Jane. The number 10 for Italy. They got a quick roll over in Colombo. Oh, no, sorry, Tenezi. Sorry about that. Tenezi. Sorry, Mr. Tenezi. He's a big fella too, so I don't want to get that name wrong. But wonderful try. And 6-3, we've got a bit of a ball game now. Ireland are sort of making a rod for their own backs with the way they're dropping the ball, rucking it out through the midfield. And let's see if Macca and O'Neill can get one before half time, along with Mr. Young here. So we've got Young straight through the middle. Is he there? No. 14.5 there. So Macca and Young are going to work together here. Macca, is he going to look long? He's going to look long, but he's going to find a gap between the link and the winner there. Nothing Chan and Birrell could do about that. And as a result, the ball goes down. So about 30 seconds away from the half.
Yeah, and those last couple of tries would have really given Italy the energy they needed as the hooter goes for the end of the first half, going into this first half break and back into the second half to come out with the energy they need to fire on all fronts.
Yeah, so here on field 8, half time. Ireland 6, Italy 3 in this mixed open playoff game, and we'll be back in 5 minutes' time. All right, welcome back here to the Vichy. So, Jane, another thing we do is the first half, second half, first try scorer of the second half, brought to you by Harvey Norman, who they don't know who it is here. It's an electronics store in Australia. So, it's called Guess Who's Going to Score the First Try in the Second Half. Who do you think it's going to be?
Italy got the tap off, and given how they finished the first half, my money's on Italy.
Italy. There you go. So, the Bet365 unders overs for this game is 16.5. So what score? 6-3. So we're at 9. So the overs is looking good. Bet gamble responsibly, and we're about to hit off for the second half. Italy got the momentum back in that late part of the first half, as we see on the momentum tracker that we don't have in front of us. But as we move forward now, start of the second half. Gazebo out of the way, and we're away. That's one of the try scorers. Sorry about that, some technical difficulties with the microphone. We've got a penalty though. So, Jane, what are you looking for the Italians here? How to maintain this contest?
I think they're probably going to try and keep it in the middle to start with. You've got one of their stronger players, Harrison Matrino, just taking the touch there. They're going to go for, I would say, a dive in the middle, and he's gone down, but that was a
miss.
Very honest call there by the Irish defender. So that is the Italians that kick off the first score of the second half.
There you go. Predicting the Harvey Norman first try score of the second half correctly, Jane Gimba. The Italians with the ball, with the try. Down 6-4. Should have put a beer on it. You should have put a beer on it. The more you put on, the more you get back. Gamble responsibly. So the overs is looking really good. The live betting's moved to 18.5 on the unders overs. So, but if you got the 16.5, you're well in the game at the moment. 6-4 now. As we see Ireland rocking the ball up. Cassidy working. Run a little OZ out there, and he stepped back. He should have probably used his link there. Middle play again. He's going to step back. That's a step back quarterback. No, held on to the ball. And as you got what we call Lone Ranger on 5 play there. So, and we've got last play here. Little late switch. Oh, great touch. Idris Hill there.
Yeah, that was some great defence by the Italians there. Never really letting go, always bouncing back up off their line. It was really hard for the Irish to break, and they successfully take the ball back to their box on the Italian side. Yeah,
so you had Lever, Cassidy working together, and the referees have found something here. Found the ball down. So we've got Lever, Cassidy working. They want to go to the box. They've got their number 13, Perchill there, going to roll the ball. So they're going to try and get to the box and bring on fresh legs. With Hogan rocking the ball up. The number 12 there helping out, which was David O'Byrne. That's a lovely Irish name. O'Byrne. Speeding onto the ball there is Forrest, Broughton, and Gent. Gent gets the quickie off the ground. Is Broughton there? He's going to go long. That's a lovely pass. It went back to start with. I have no dramas with that whatsoever. Neither do the referees, Jane, and that is a touchdown.
Yeah, really clean pass there from the Irish straight into the wing, and you could see the Italian winger just realised she wouldn't have a chance to get there, so well played by Ireland.
Yeah, lovely pass there, and I think it's the number 15 for Ireland who caught the ball, which would be Amelie Birrell. Amelie? Yeah. Emily. I didn't pass third grade English. Lucky I'm an accountant. So anyway, Emily. You know, you see names and you just go, I wonder how you say that. I mean, I get AA wrong all the time, unfortunately, but that was due to that skit by that comedian Keel and Peele. But anyway, back to the game. 7-4. Dives at the line.
Oh, it feels like the Italians could have dived a little bit earlier then, just to make sure they got the ball down before being touched, but here they get a second chance.
Yep, so Amagaro, number 8 there. He looked inside, looked outside. His player went too far there. Amagaro went a bit too far. And the number 8 for Italy will be called a few times. Mr. Leon Preti. Oh, Preti, sounds French. The team makes the touch. Ireland rucking the ball up hard as Jane says hello to a couple of friendly faces at the grandstand there. Rolling up on 5, but there's another Lone Ranger on 5 play and a messy roll ball. Kicked it with his own feet, and then they decide to throw the ball away, or they've gone over the mark. One with the other penalty to the Irish. And a forward pass there, gotten away with. So we continue up the field.
Yeah, this is where the Irish could do with cleaning up the game just a little bit, like we were saying in that first half, just to make sure the rucks are clean, touches are taken properly. It makes all the difference with not getting those penalties against you.
Yeah, the number 9 out of half there. He's lively. He's missed. He's going to get Idris. Idris Hill, he's going to get one. He's going to be a lot happier this time running off compared to the first half. Lovely chuck back to halfway as well. Praises the Lord, and we have ourselves a try. Yes, he's happy. He's very excited. That's the passion that I love to see at the Euros. That is so good. It may have been his first try. Judging by that reaction, it has to be. And I think we're at 7-6. 7-5, is it? Yeah, 7-5. So, but wonderful try there.
Absolutely. And now we spoke at the end of the first half about the Italians giving themselves a little bit of energy going into that break. They're certainly coming back onto the pitch in this second half with that energy. And they're really capitalising on the Irish mistakes here.
Well, at the moment, they're 2-1 up second half as we run a splitter play here. Broughton, bit again. There will be 6 more. Yeah. So that's a play that's come into touch in the last 12 months where the middle link do what they call a buddy. A middle, do the buddy, and then the link comes up between the two. The middle that dumps the ball splits hard to the open side. The middle that, the middle that is dummy half splits hard to the open side. The middle dump the ball splits hard to the short side. And you've got options either way.
Yeah, it looked like that Irish link there on the far side was potentially an option. But again, great Italian defence here.
So we're going to roll up now, get to the middle. He's going to fade out to his link. They look like they're going to run a rooster line, but ball's on the ground too long. And that's well touched there. As soon as that ball's on the ground too long, the defence can relax, and there's absolutely no risk then for the Italian defence. Let's see how they run it here. They're trying to bring them up. They're trying to bring them forward. Once again, probably a little too slow, but they've run a rooster outline there, and the linker is in a mountain of space, but that is wonderfully covered there by the bright shoes of... Is it Leon? No, that's our bright shoes man. Is that Harrison Petrudo?
Oh, it might be. Maybe I'm mixing up the numbers with the names here on the shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, but wonderfully defended there by the Italians. Ireland threw a lot at them there, and they were able to... Great defence there by some of the Italians, and they're coming through now. Oh, look at him. He's lively, isn't he? That number 9. Yeah, Pachiro. He's going to be in line for the Player of the Day, which will open up voting soon. So if you're interested, if you feel he's had a great game, get in the action now and vote for Player of the Day. It'll be open in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, he's a new player that we were speaking about earlier, but he's certainly got a lot of speed on the pitch. He's definitely making a huge contribution to the Italian team here.
Yeah, once he learns how to play the game properly, he will be a very dangerous player for the Italians in the future. Oh, lovely little short ball, lovely ball. Is he going one more? No, he's not. Oh, that's touch, I reckon. I reckon he got him. Nah, they're going to go ball. Ooh, what do you think, Jane?
That was a really close call. Referee said, okay, try given here, but you cannot fault the effort of that number 9, Riccardo. Great.
8-5, yep. Ireland over Italy, but that was close. If you're interested in seeing a replay of that, YouTube, 30-second delay, away you go, because we don't have one. But we're now at 8-5 as the Italians will ruck the ball up again. Here's the number 8, Leon. Working together. They're working well together. The 8 and the 5. 5 for Italy was Alina Brown. Oh, that's a very easy name. You have the ball every game, every touch. Alina Brown. Here we go. Leon. Give it to Brown. Yes, Brown, try. Is it? No. Okay, so they've said she's dropped the ball. I probably agree with that. It looked like there was a field-goal bobble there. But they've found a penalty. And Leon will just bring it out now. They're going to try and run a quickie play. Are they going to run the quarterback back? He's going to try and step on the inside. Oh, he's found it. Touch there too. Well defended.
They're doing so well here on the Italian attack, especially because the pitch looks as though it's drying up just a little bit in this Friday afternoon heat here in Vichy. They'll probably try and get the ball out wide now, sending it to Idris Hill to take the touch, sending it the other way, trying to confuse the Irish defence, but the referee is again be called offside from the Irish player, it looks like.
Yeah, so now that's 2 penalties on the line. If the Irish give away a 3rd penalty, that player will be excluded from the set. They'll go to the side of the field. And Italy will play 6-on-5. So if they don't score here, Italy will be working to try and get that person in the bin. If they go long here, there's a try on here. There is a try on here. It's number 13.
Dania Porgesi. Well done, Dania.
Yeah, great try. And really well set up too. Leon Petit, Alina Brown in there at link running a great line. Idris Hill did his job. The number 4 there also for Italy. Petruno. Oh yeah, I'm trying not to. I didn't think I was. No, is that good? Yeah, I thought I was holding it right. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. So, but technical difficulties there, but we're at 8-6.
Yeah, Ireland looking strong as they hit their line now. I think that's a rapid response from Ireland referees given the try. So 9 to Ireland, 6 to Italy.
Yeah, that's the most dangerous time that you have as a team, is working it out. There's something going on in the background, something to do with chips. But yeah, for a team that's just scored, the worst thing you can do is go then defend your line and give up an easy try like that. And that was a bit of an easy try. The defence just didn't come across. They ran a little quickie play and a little step back quickie, and away we go. So 9 touchdowns to 6. That's 15 for the match. Like we said, the unders overs was 16.5. So I think anyone on the overs, they're going to the bank. They're lining up, Jane. They're lining up for their payout.
Absolutely, yeah. And just 10 minutes left of this second half now.
Oh, the Italy 4-on-3. Yeah, that's an easy try. Yeah, that's a lovely put down. That was great play. Even though Petruno was the try scorer, the linker, I'm pretty sure it was Brown, she just held her line. She gave enough space so that the middle player there, Petruno, the Irish player, sort of had to cover both. He went a bit wider. The step back was on, and he's all smiles as well. That must be his first try. But 9-7. Yep. So Ireland still maintaining that 2 try gap. Italy have got to try and get that to 1 to put that pressure on.
Yeah, and they're starting off with a strong drive from Taps. Number 3 gets slowed down slightly there by the Italian defence.
Yeah, so we've got Lever, Cassidy, and I think it's Hogan. Hogan with the ball now. Cassidy, Hogan. No one there. They're going to get a penalty here. Offside there. So number 1 there for Italy. Delamy offside, and that leaves Lever with the ball. So the 3 guys for Ireland right now: Lever, Hogan, Cassidy. Hogan to Lever. Line ball, Cassidy. Oh, he found a lovely little pop pass. Yeah, the Italian link is calling, but I'm with the referees on this one. I think the ball was away, and that's a lovely try, giving us a 10-7 game right now, and that means the over has covered.
Absolutely, and just shows how important it is for any team to get up off their defensive line so they can try and anticipate when those low dives are going to be made for those scores. Italy are really going to be looking now to try and equalise if they can, but we're in the final 10 minutes of the second half here.
Yep. And just for everyone at home, you cannot bet on the game as touch football. That's just a bit of fanciful commentary by us, just to keep a little bit of interest and whatnot. But unfortunately, you know, in the sporting world, unfortunately, gambling has taken a massive turn. But at the sport of touch football, we promote social responsibility, and certainly for our sport, it's not something that we participate in, but occasionally you can have a little laugh about it. So that's all that's about, keeping the viewers interested at home, because whilst it's 5:30 here, some people might be watching this at a location where it's about 1 a.m. in the morning. So, yep, Jane, as we see Ireland defend the pitch well there, and as a result, but unfortunately they over the mark, and Italy are going to get the ball back.
Absolutely, and hopefully now they can continue to capitalise on this. They're just changing their players, getting some fresh legs on the pitch, so let's see how quickly they can get up to the attacking line. Yep,
they need a try. It's 10 touchdowns to 7, and about 7 minutes left on the clock, so they are going to need a try here. Let's see what Leon can do with Petruno. Leon coming out, they're running a little ninja line there. Oh, he's thrown a flick pass. It's probably gone forward. What's the referee going to do there? Is he going to give the forward pass, or is he just going to go ball down? I think he's just going to go ball down, Jane.
Yeah, it was a nice try, but it just went into an empty space there.
So Ireland now, let's see if they can convert this set of 6. That's a lovely start to the set of 6 there by the number 14. But, oh, that's good hands there. Oh, but that's a late pass. No, they've gotten away with that one. Isaac Young down the sideline. Jane just watching the game intently right now, so I'll continue on as we get to touch 4. We're rolling through the middle. That's Hogan. Found a lever. He's going to get a 6 to go call. Yes, no, it's 100% right. You're in the passing. No, you're in the passing lane. You're in the channel. You're there. You're designed there to stop the ball getting to that player, so that is 6 to go. Can be quite frustrating at times when you think you haven't played at the ball, but you sort of played at the ball without playing at the ball, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. I also think that's one of the calls that players probably are most familiar with. Whenever that happens, you often see players raising their hands to the referee to signal it should be 6 more. As always, referee's decision, the final one. That's an amazing catch by the Irish winger there, number 13. Yeah, Niamh Purtill. So that brings us to Ireland 11 and Italy 7.
Yeah, so now they've got a good gap now, and that's come about through, I think, a little bit of tiredness from the Italians, but also Ireland have reduced their mistake rate in this second half in their rucking, and as we can see there, they're getting a lot more opportunities near the line and converting those opportunities. So let's just see in the final 5 of this one whether the Italians can raise one more effort or if it'll just be a bridge too far there. Yeah, a little knock on there, and that's just 35 minutes into the game. It's 32 degrees. That's where your attention to detail has to come in, and mistakes can happen as we see the Irish through Xanthia Lord there roll the ball up. That's a lovely ruck. Gent there rucking the ball up as well, gets off. And you've got probably Chan and Birrell here because they look very similar, those two. And we've got now O'Neill working with Macca. Macca to O'Neill, finds Young, long ball. Yeah, lovely try.
Lovely try there again by Niamh Purtill. That's her second try in the space of 1 minute. So taking Ireland 12 and Italy 7. This is really when the fatigue of the second half starts to set in, I think. You can see a little bit on the players' faces. But as you were saying, Aaron, fewer mistakes here from the Irish team compared to the first half, which just means they're able to get up to their line and convert that drive into tries.
Yep. And they've just found a very simple platform. They're just running what we call a quarterback platform. Yeah, middle quickie, gives the ball back, 2-on-1. We've got a mismatch between the male link for the Irish and the female link for the Italians, and then it's just a easy pass to the winger. Very standard try in the mixed open game where you're really trying to break those middles apart, step back and create the overlap. So it's got a little bit of frustration, I think, for the Italians right now. I think they know now 12 touchdowns to 7, the game's gone. And yeah, it'll be up to just finishing off this one now for both teams, wanting to maximise their opportunities and for us to get a player of the day. So vote now on our fake website that doesn't exist, and you'll get yourself nominated for whoever you think the player of the day would be. At the moment, the vote's coming in. We've got the Italian number 9. He's on 14%, but at the moment, Macca for Ireland, I think. As we get a lovely try there. Yep, Leon.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great try by Italy there. So clearly they're not giving up in the second half. They're sticking to their guns, keeping up the speed on the pitch for this second half. So I think that narrows the difference now to 4 tries.
Yeah. Leon, I think number 8 there. Yeah, Leon Petit with the try, lovely slide dive. And I've noticed Idris Hill, the number 2 for Italy, whenever they score, he runs around the entire circuit of the in goal. I don't know whether he's getting his steps up. I'm not 100% sure, but he just loves to run. It's Ireland now. See if they can hit back now through Macca. At the moment, winning the Player of the Day award. But lovely passing, an exchange of passing. I think we've got, that's probably the 15 and the 16 out there. They do work together, the Irish girls that look from up far here, very, very similar in stature. Let's see what they do here near the line. That's a close ball, could have been forward off the ruck, but the referee's gone no and dived at the line, and well defended.
Yeah, great shutdown defence by the Italian team here. They're looking really tight in the middle. You can see a couple of gaps between the link, maybe on the and link and the wing on the close side, but Ireland's not able to get through that middle gap, shutting down really well. Yeah,
so they keep running that quarterback return platform, but the Italians are awake to it right now. They've still got the mismatch. I'm surprised they didn't run an OZ. So it looked like they were setting up for that, but 3 times, you know, eventually you got to do something different, you know, maybe kick the ball out, run a 32 long, something like that. You know, you keep running quarterbacks, eventually all the defense is going to do is compress, and that's what happens. You don't get the opportunity you think you're going to get.
No, exactly. So Italy now getting the ball up to their box. They're going to want to do this pretty quickly. This is third touch coming here. Oh, nice pass off then to the winger. Just could have anticipated a little bit more. There's 1 minute left in this second half.
So yeah, as this one comes to a conclusion, the Italians probably want to get a consolation try. I'm not sure if there's another playoff game tomorrow. Is this it for them? But Leon there, little three-footed. Oh, I thought he did enough to get the guy offside. I think that was a very, very short 7 there. But there we go, the number 14. Sorry, the number 14 for Ireland. Rangatawa. Yeah, Rangatawa, Sloan. The 14, 15, 16. All white hats, all on the far side of the field. As we come out of half now, Levy, that's a lovely, lovely passive pass, but unfortunately deserved better.
Yeah, just I think the Irish link there sent that ball a little bit too fast and hard, so the Irish winger couldn't quite catch it, but great play there. The gap was certainly there.
Yeah, he had too much time, but that was a lovely passive release setup. As we've got the final play of the game. What's he going to do here, the Italian? Oh, he's jumping up and down, running sideways. The result's known, and hugs all around, which is great to see as we finalise this match here. Yeah. So at the end of the day, Ireland too strong for Italy here. 12 touchdowns to 8 on field 8. Well, thank you, Jane, for that. And have you got any more games for the tournament?
We've got one more game tomorrow morning against Spain.
Right. Well, best of luck for that one. I'm sure you guys will do your best and hopefully get the win.
Yeah, fingers crossed. That's what we're going for. Thanks, Aaron.
Wonderful. Have a great day. Thank you.